That is how you win, and that is what's sustainable. That's a real diet. That's a real diet plan. Hey there, Coach Devin here. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about flexible dieting. Now, I know a lot of times I come on and I start talking about diets and I'm like, they're all the same, which is not untrue. And there's lots of diets like keto and, whatever, South Beach diet or the intermittent fasting diet or whatever else diet is out there. And they're pretty much all based on the same stuff. So why is it that I like flexible dieting over all these other alternatives? Okay, it actually is really, really simple. The reason I like flexible dieting is it's sustainable, it's doable, and it doesn't take away all your junk food, okay? You don't have to be perfect on a diet to make the diet work. In fact, sometimes it's better if you're not perfect, and the reason it's better if you're not perfect is because none of us are perfect. So to give you an idea, I'm crazy about food, right? I'm a little crazy when it comes to exercise and food. I'm nuts, that's who I am. So since I am that guy, I also understand that I am not my client and I'm not all you guys out there. You guys aren't crazy. You guys are normal people, average people, real people. I'm a little nuts. I love exercise. I love diet. I love fitness. Here's the thing. Flexible dieting sets you up for success, and very constrictive type dieting does not. For example, let's talk really quickly about keto and intermittent fasting. Keto means you can't eat any carbohydrates. That is a very restrictive diet, like super, super restrictive. And since it's so restrictive, it gets you results, but it also means you're never going to stay on it long term. And since you don't stay on it long term, the results go away. People get on keto, everything goes sideways, they're off keto, right? Then they gain all the weight back. Nothing more annoying for me and for really everybody out there if you have to lose the same 20 pounds 10 times. That's 200 pounds. Do you really want to lose 200 pounds? Who wants to lose 200 pounds? Like, nobody. So let's be honest here for a second. So that doesn't work. Super restrictive. Intermittent fasting means you can only eat for a certain window every day. The rest of the day you have to fast. Okay. How feasible is that long term? Maybe, maybe not. But the problem is, you go on vacation. Are you able to fast all morning? Do you want to fast all morning? Is fasting really reasonable? What if you have a breakfast meeting and you're like, I can't eat, I can only drink water? You know what I mean? Again, very restrictive on what you're allowed to do. The reason I love flexible dieting is because of what it is. It has flexibility. Flexibility in life is important. When it comes to exercise, flexibility is important. When it comes to your job, one of the most important things is flexibility, the ability to do more than one thing at a time. Flexible dieting is actually really easy. What it means is that you have the ability to eat some different kinds of junk food. You have the ability to eat probably any food that you actually like, within moderation and within your diet constrictions. So that means I can have pizza every Friday night. Every Friday night I have pizza with my kids and we watch movies. That's our thing. My son is almost 21 years old, so we've been doing this thing for almost 19 years now. Since he was 2, we have been having pizza, eating chips, and watching movies. That's what I love. I love movies. So we've been doing that. I've been doing that this whole time. I think I'm relatively fit. I think I'm pretty fit, and I've been able to stay fit because of the fact that I have worked that into my diet plan, okay? I don't have other days that I'm going wildly off track, and I don't necessarily have a cheat day. I have a cheat meal. And what I tell clients all the time is have 2 cheat meals every week. What that does is it keeps you on track, it keeps you comfortable, it keeps you happy. If you have a date with your partner, you can go out and eat and not feel guilty, or have a couple drinks and not feel guilty, because it's not going to knock you off your diet completely like some other things would do. If you have a work meeting, you can do that. If you go down south and you want to travel, you can have some foods that you normally wouldn't eat, because guess what? You have the flexibility in your diet. 80 to 90% of your diet is this, and 15 to 10% is the foods you love, because you can eat those foods. There's nothing wrong inherently with pizza. Too much pizza is bad. There's nothing wrong inherently with ice cream. I love ice cream. Too much ice cream is bad. In the summertime, I have ice cream probably once a week. I go out, I have the ice cream, and that's that. That's flexible dieting, the ability to flex what you're doing and still fit it into your macro goals, so you're still getting enough protein and your calories aren't through the roof. You're being reasonable. That's why I believe in flexible dieting, because it's actually doable. It's what is sustainable for life. And at the end of the day, your exercise program has to be sustainable. It has to be. Your food program, it has to be sustainable. If it's not, if it's sustainable for 6 weeks, but then you're going to go off the rails, it's not sustainable. It's no good. Same thing with workouts. If you're like, I'm going to work out for 3 hours every day, you're not going to do that. You're not. You're going to stop because you know what? Nobody has the time. And because you don't have the time, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fall off and you're going to get mad, then you totally stop. We want something that you can do consistently on a regular basis going forward and make it part of your life. The way I teach people how to eat is to eat with flexibility, and it's something you can do forever. I have a client who lost about 24 pounds 4 years ago. He is 2 pounds away from the end weight right now today. He's much more flexible with what he eats, but Monday to Friday he eats what he knows I want him to eat, and on the weekends he eats anything he wants, provided there's protein in it. He does that, and he's managed to stay within 2 pounds of his finishing weight for 4 years. That's sustainability. That's how you win. That is how you win, and that is what's sustainable. That's a real diet. That's a real diet plan. Don't follow crazy crap. Flexibility will work. It's the most important thing in life. You have to be flexible, able to roll with those punches. That's why I get results like I do, because I teach people how to live their lives. If you have comments, questions, or you've tried a diet plan that you think I should review, write it up down below. I would love to hear from you. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.